Good morning, guys. I'm starting a new week, a new day of my weekly food prep. Today I'm starting out with some pumpkin muffins, and if you're like me and you don't bake from scratch, don't be shy to use a little help from the store. I just have this quick bread pumpkin muffin mix. Also, as you can see, you can do the muffins, which I opted for, and I was going to do blueberry, but I figured it's October, and I just kind of in the mood for everything pumpkin, so I just have some pumpkin muffins cooling. I'm going to take them out of the silicone. See, they pop right out with these silicone. Just going to let them cool down for a little bit, pop them out, and put them in a Tupperware and just have them for quick grabbing on the go snacks to run out the door, for breakfast in the morning, to pack my husband for lunch. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wait for these to cool, and I'm gonna share with you the rest of my food prep that I'm doing today to set me up for success for the week. Alright, so the muffins are cooled and good to go. Just got to throw the top on there. I actually had one and they were so good. Perfect, hit the spot, going to be great to grab and go this week. Next up on the agenda, I've got about 1.5 pounds of these green grapes. I got them at Whole Foods. They were on sale, and these are freakishly huge. Like, it's never gonna do it any justice, guys. They're freakishly huge. I have really big hands and fingers, and these grapes are huge. So I have them all rinsed, and I'm actually just gonna take them off the stems and cut them in half, and then just put them in here. So they're cleaned, they're cut in half, they're ready to go. They're just going to be easier to cut in half to pack my husband for lunch, and also Grady likes green grapes, and they'll just be a lot easier for all of us to eat when they're cut in half, and they'll also go a little bit further. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut up and ready to go. Alright guys, so my grapes are all washed, cut, ready to go. They're just really easy to pop up in your mouth. Oh, they're so good. Pop in your mouth, throw in a little container for snacking, put as a little side dish, and I love just having fruit and veggies ready to grab and go, even if it's just running out the door and having a quick snack that's easy and tasty and also healthy. So on to the next. Alright, so moving along with my food prep for the week, I cleaned out a big box from when we moved, still that's in our basement, of random kitchen stuff. The box was literally labeled random kitchen stuff, and I found a couple 6-packs of these like pie tins. So I'm actually gonna make a couple quiches for the week. I do have a couple quiche cooking videos I've done over the years, so I'll link those down below. I do them a little bit different each time, and quiches are a really good way to use up stuff in your veggie drawer, your meat or cheese drawer. So I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 quiches this week, and then I'll have 4 left in this pack, and then I have another 6-pack in the basement. So I have a couple pie crusts that I'll need for the base. I've got my eggs out, I've got my sharp cheddar out. You can use any cheese you like. For the meat, I'm gonna use this sweet brown sugar ham steak. These were on buy one get one free, so I ended up getting 2 for $2.99, and these are really good, the Hatfield brand. So I'm gonna use half for one quiche, half for the other, and then I'm going to do a mix of veggies. I'm going to do some green onions, this beautiful purple, it's like an eggplant colored pepper from my mom's garden. It's a sweet pepper. I have about half a zucchini left over I need to use up. I have some mushrooms I need to use up. I have some little tricolor tomatoes I need to use up. So again, a good way to use up things in your produce drawer. So I'm going to go ahead, get these together. I'll show you what they look like before they go in the oven, and of course when they come out. Alright, so I've got the filling for my first one, getting ready to go into the pie shell. I actually cut my pie shell, like the outer rim off, because I don't like a lot of crust. I just mainly like the pie crust on the bottom, and I did that for both. So I actually had enough with the rim left to make a third quiche, but what I did was I just put it in a ball and threw it in the fridge, and because we're a small family, we don't need 3 quiches this week. So I'm going to do 2, and then I'll have 1 left to make a possible 3rd one. I could even go ahead and freeze that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the first one. I have my 4 eggs scrambled. I'm going to grab my whole milk. You can also use half and half, and then I put the cheese in as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first one right now. Alright, so I've got my 2 quiches ready to go into the oven. The oven is just about preheated, and I'll get these in for about 40 to 45 minutes. This one I went much heavier on the veggies, a little bit less on the meat and cheese, and this one is heavier on the meat and cheese and a little bit less on the veggies, just for a little variety. I like to have quiche. I like to have it in the morning. It heats up really well, and my husband likes it as well. So I will bake this off, let it cool, slice it up, and it'll be perfect for lunches and breakfasts for the week. Alright guys, so the quiches are out of the oven, and they do take a while to chill, to cool down, off kind of like a pie. It's not like something that you can cut into it and, you know, portion out in 10 minutes. So I'm actually going to let these cool for a bit, maybe about a good hour, and then slice them up and have them ready for the week. Alright guys, so I have my quiche all portioned out. I actually had a small piece, and it was very, very good. So I managed to fit most of it in this large container. I have a few of these exact containers. It's the Sistema brand. I find them a lot at TJ Maxx. So I just, again, sliced them up. They're ready to go. And then whatever I couldn't fit, I just have in this smaller Rubbermaid one. Just gonna let it cool a little bit more and put the lid on. Put them in the fridge for the week. You can microwave them if you're in a hurry, but if you have a little extra time, I would recommend taking a small frying pan and a little bit of cooking spray, and then putting the actual slice right in the frying pan. It'll heat up really nicely, and the cheese will get nice and melty. But yeah, really easy, really good, and let's move on to the next. Alright guys, so one of my favorite fall treats, especially in October, is apples with caramel. So I actually took a little bit of a shortcut from the store, and I bought this 2-pound tub of green peeled apples, and these have been treated, I'm assuming either with salt water or lemon juice so they don't brown. They have to have some kind of solution or they'll brown. I know a few of my viewers have said to buy apples and cut them and peel them and soak them in salt water, which I have done in the past. I've also done it with salt water with a little lemon juice, but I did take a little shortcut from the store. I did buy this 2-pound tub. It was about $5.50, so a little bit more than I would have paid if I did it myself, but the convenience factor really helps me this week. So I've also got these Marzetti brand caramel dips. They're individually portioned out, which you guys know I like portioning, so I got them in a 6-pack. By the way, I got these at Walmart. I also got the apples at Walmart. So I'm gonna go ahead and make up 6 bags of apples and caramel dip so I can throw them in my husband's lunches, take them on the go with me, and just have a nice quick little fall snack for the week. Alright guys, so I've got my apples and caramel ready to go. I'm just going to throw these into the fridge, and again, I can grab them throughout the week to either put in my husband's lunch or for myself on the go. And I do have some apples left over. I kind of just used my judgment and put, like, I don't know, maybe 6 to 7 large apple slices in. And then again, I do have some left that I can either try and give my son or just snack on. I also like to cut up apples and put them on top of my salad. So yeah, on to the next. in my next video. Alright guys, to wrap up my food prep this week, I made some little mini veggie cups, which I'm going to add some dressing, which I'll get to in just a moment. So I have 2 larger ones. I'll probably put one in Matt's lunch and then one I'll take. I did make some hard-boiled eggs, which I do almost every week. Even if I don't show it in the food prep, you can pretty much just assume I'm always making hard-boiled eggs. So I did put like a half a hard-boiled egg. I put some snow peas in here, which are nice and crisp and sweet. Some broccoli, some large black olives, a couple cherry tomatoes, and then I'm going to go ahead and I have several of these little Sistema containers. I'll just wedge it in here. I'm just going to maneuver it. I have this one pushed aside so you can see that it does fit. So I'm just going to maneuver some veggies and then go ahead and put the dip right in. I'll just maneuver it. I'm just going to put some ranch. So again, this one has the half the hard-boiled egg, and then some broccoli, black olive, some cherry tomatoes, some sugar snap peas. Again, I'm going to wedge the dressings in. And then these little cups have everything that these have minus the egg, because these we just like to pop in our mouth on the go. So these will just be veggies and then the dip. I actually have, like I mentioned, a bunch of these, but they're in the dishwasher right now, and the dishwasher is currently on the drying cycle, so I just have to wait. And then I can go ahead and fill all these 5 little things like this with some ranch or some kind of a dip. I really like raspberry vinaigrette dip as well, and then I'll just put an individual little cup in each of these, and then I have all my lids ready to go. I decided to go with plastic over the containers over plastic bags, just because these are just a little easier. I've even had times when I've popped, you know, something like this with the lid on, with the dressing, and literally popped this whole container right into my handbag when I was walking out the door. For whatever reason, depends on where I'm going, but they're just really portable this way. You can use any mix of veggies that you like. We love black olives. We actually love all of these items. So really, sky's the limit. Sometimes I do just simple celery and carrots. I really just try to use up what I have and what I like or what I'm craving. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's food prep. Once again, it's different every week. I will link the other food prep videos I have down in the description box. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video.